We ever thought, how difficult is it to build a city? Well, me neither, but today we're gonna find it out. Well, first off, we need a city name, but we're just gonna name it Loliti for now. Well, when we click away all the millions of error messages I get, we can finally start looking at the map. We've got this long intersection, and we've got the big river. So I'd say let's start right away. We've got our highway connection here, which we can't even build across. But this is starting very well already. Well, first off, we need to build a small little grid so you can actually have people living here. Then we also need power and water. Here I found the perfect little place for both of them. So let's put a coal power plant down right next to it, a water extractor, and a little bit more downstream, water drainage pipe. The rest of this area is just gonna be industrial. We need our water pipes to go through all of the city, so it probably start right now. Just connect it to the first big of residential we're gonna have. Time up to 3 times. Wait for them to start building. Now there's only one thing we need, which is power. So let's just take that and connect everything up. So now we've also got our first few shops and the first bit of industry built. It can only go uphill from here. So we have just expanded a little bit more, trying to get out of a grid farm. If the city starts getting big, it's just not gonna look good. We expand even more and more. So we do need a little bit of space. I think we're gonna go into this area. I'm gonna try following the river, because the riverbed does change slightly our water pumps. And I think we do want the main street going through this area. I don't think this is gonna stay like that. There's probably gonna be some bigger street up here. Maybe we upgrade the street up here and then make it go on. There's also an option. And I think that's what we're gonna go for. Down the main street we're gonna put all the shops, and the rest is just gonna stay residential. I think we're gonna upgrade this. I think we're gonna upgrade this street as well. Just make it a little bit wider. Give it 2 more lanes. So we have a street where traffic can flow from one side to the other. And we've reached our first milestone. So we unlock taxes finally. Healthcare, garbage, and education. Well, we should probably start with putting some healthcare buildings down. Probably not right on the main road, but not too far off. I think is a good place, somewhere like right here. I've now got this whole area set up. I think we should around this point is where my mic around this point is where my headphones just stopped working, and I didn't realize that I had to put them back on. So I think I'm just gonna try to talk over, but let's see how it works. So now we've unlocked Worthy Village, which gives us lots of new stuff, especially industries, specializations, and more importantly the fire and police department, which we are gonna need urgently. But thankfully we have a few bucks in the bank. We have a new district to build. This is all gonna work out eventually. We have a fire department right here on the main road. That means that they can easily just that means that the firefighters can easily just drive over to the industry and so on. If there's a fire, they can just quickly put it out. There's no problem there, anywhere, somewhere. Over here is gonna be the new district, because the other one is done. It's gonna be the last district on this side of the river though. For the only reason is that there's a mountain in the way. And you can't really build that well into a mountain, can you? After painfully filling in every single tile with residential, we now finally have enough money to put in the police department. So at this point, stealing is not allowed anymore. We don't want anybody to steal anymore. It's just not good. Just don't do it. And I think we're gonna thank everybody who doesn't steal, otherwise they're gonna be thrown into the prison. Well, that was pretty fast. We've got our third milestone unlocked, which basically gives us access to the game. Well, not quite, but most of it. We can finally build parks, which we're gonna get to right away. Industry areas also stand on our program. We've unlocked all the water buildings with nobody needs. Who wants to build a canal through their city? You got rivers for that. You don't need even more water. Water is just like inconvenient. But here's the spot we're gonna build the. But here's the spot where we're gonna build our nice little park. I thought a lot about this, and I've been thinking a lot about this while building. The problem is there are houses there and I didn't want to destroy them. But what you're gonna see is that I just end up destroying them anyway, which I find is pretty amusing to see me trying to conserve a few houses. Both of these are gonna go anyway though, and I'm gonna struggle a lot building the park, so I'm just gonna skip that bit for you. So yeah, after this last few trees, we're gonna put some. So yeah, after this last few trees, we are done with the park. I think it's pretty nice. I'm gonna put the price up later on because I don't think about it right away. And I should think about it right away because it gives me more money. But it's always nice to have a part. Now we're gonna put a district around all of this part of the town. It's probably not gonna expand too much this district. Maybe to the right where there's no river, but the other side of the river there's definitely gonna be a new one. And I'm thinking a lot about this. I've just decided to take the roads that go from one side to the other, just continue them over the river. That means that we have lots of small bridges instead of one big. That actually helps the traffic if you think about it. If you have lots of options to cross the river, you don't need to go to one place to do it. Then there's not as much traffic over there and everywhere else for that matter. Now we're gonna start the infrastructure on the other side, put a big through road there, connect everything, and we're finally gonna work on the last district for today. There we go, pretty simple, just put residential everywhere. Then put a school there so where people can finally learn stuff. So they're not stupid anymore. And as far as I know, that helps upgrade the building, that then they gotta pay more taxes, which I kinda like. So yeah, I think that was it for today though. Hope you enjoyed it and goodbye.